So good evening, one and all. I would like to welcome all of you to this eye care session. We all know how important our eyes are. They are the windows to the body. 80% of what we perceive comes through our sense of sight. However, as a matter of fact, eye health decreases as we age, and that is because of various reasons. Many seniors have issues with age-related macular degeneration or cataracts, and therefore it becomes extremely important for us to take care of our eyes, just like Mr. Pava was mentioning. It's very important for us to take care of our eyes, and this is how we can also stay on top of and developing any eye diseases. Even for a healthy functioning of the brain, we need healthy eyesight. So by keeping our eyes healthy, we keep our brains healthy, and this helps us to improve our overall functioning and overall quality of life. So today we have Dr. Parul Soni with us, who will be talking about eye care and would address the general issues that seniors face due to aging. So I'd like to just introduce Dr. Parul Soni. She has been serving in Gurugram for the past decade and has worked with various reputed organizations like Medanta and AIMS. She's very well versed in the recent advances and has a high level of expertise in dealing with all types of eye diseases. So I will now hand over to Dr. Soni, and just one announcement that I'd like to make, that she will be taking the questions towards the end of the session. So please only unmute yourself towards the end of the session when you would like to ask a question. So Dr. Soni, over to you now.
Thank you, Madiha, and thank you, Mr. Pahwa, for having me here. It's always a pleasure to address senior citizens. I know you have aged, but you all are young at heart. And I'll try and make some contribution towards your health by talking about the eye diseases today. And I would request that any of you who have any questions, please keep jotting them down. लिखते जाइए आप उनको और सेशन के एंड में definitely we will discuss. I'll just talk about the normal eye health and then I will talk about कि आंखों में एज के साथ क्या क्या problems हो सकती हैं. So I made a small presentation and I'll be sharing it now. So okay, all right. Is my presentation visible, Madiha?
Yes, ma'am. It's
Okay.
visible.
All right. So as Madiha mentioned very correctly that the eyes are the window to the soul. So eyes, I think भगवान की सबसे ज्यादा precious gift है given to all of us through which we can see the world and we are connected to the world and it is our duty to take care of our eyes. So what happens as we grow old? I think आप लोगों से बेहतर कोई नहीं जानता होगा मैं आप लोगों को क्या बताऊं कि as we grow old our body changes and हमारी eyes में भी बहुत सारे changes होते हैं. So eyes.
Arul, sorry to interrupt you. Just stay with English if you could, please.
Okay, sir. All right. So what happens if the moment when we start aging, the eyes also start showing a lot of changes because of aging, and there are a lot of things which can happen. For example, you can
Please
develop.
Sindhi mix करके बोलिए.
Ma'am, we have people from Chennai and other cities also. That is why we are requesting Dr. Parul to stick to English so that everybody is able to understand.
Okay, whatever you guys prefer. थोड़ा सा बीच में mix कर दूंगी.
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
You can have cataract, you can have a disease called glaucoma, जिसको हिंदी में काला मोतिया कहते हैं, and then we have age-related macular degeneration. We have a lot of things happening in the retina because of diseases like diabetes, hypertension, and then you can have dry eyes. So a lot of things can happen as you start to age. Now, before we go into the details, we should know how does the eye look like. So normally you see eye looks like this from outside and you have a very important structure just called lens कहते हैं. We call this as lens. And then you have the nerve. So nerve is something like a wire which connects your eye to the brain and conducts all the signals of the eye to the brain. So eye is actually like a camera. You have a small brown structure that's called pupil. Then you have a transparent structure that is called lens. Then you have the nerve and the nerve connects the signal to the brain. And that is how you see. So what happens normally the lens is a transparent structure. जैसे glasses होते हैं, so they are transparent like this. And the moment you start to age, like you have graying of hairs, similarly you have start having graying of the lens fibers, which results in what we call cataract, या हिंदी में हम इसको सफेद मोतिया कहते हैं. So what happens because of cataract? You start seeing the vision which is blurry. So a thing which should be sharp like this starts becoming blurry like this. So cataract is not, I will not call it as a disease. It is basically a sign of aging. The way you have graying of hair, the way you have wrinkling of your skin, similarly you have graying of the lens fibers which then become opaque और आपको कम दिखने लगता है. So when the cataract develops, the glasses don't help. You keep on changing your glasses, you keep on cleaning your lenses, and you feel कि lens गंदा हो गया है, but whatever you can do, whatever you do, the vision doesn't get clear. And that's the sign, that's the time that you should consult a doctor, thinking that there's something wrong and the vision is not getting better with glasses. So as I told, that first symptom of cataract is blurring of vision, and you start seeing very hazy. But sometimes, patients do come to us and they start telling us that, doc, I see better without glasses. So don't be very happy. Medical terms, we call this as second sight. Now, second sight means when you are developing cataract, sometimes what happens, the power of eye gets corrected because of the development of cataract, and your near vision gets good, and you can read without glasses also. So if you have been using glasses for many years, and as you hit 60 and suddenly you feel that you don't need glasses and you're seeing better without glasses, don't be very happy. It could be a sign of early cataract. So cataract can give rise to sometimes, improved vision for near without glasses. Now, it can also, if you are driving at night and if you have even small amount of cataract, you can have a lot of glare, and if you're going in bright sun, you may feel the vision is getting worse. So these are the signs of cataract. Now, one very important thing that you have to understand, that the cataract is a curable thing. So it's not that you can't cure cataract, but cataract cannot be cured by drops. It can be cured only by surgery. But I get a lot of patients who use lot of drops. For example, a lot of patients are using, they'll come and tell me that, ma'am, I'm using this homeopathy drop, which is without alcohol. It's called Cineraria, which works very well. My friend is also using, and we can take care of cataract. Maybe the cataract won't develop, the cataract won't progress. And sometimes patients are using drops like eye tone, they use Ujala, they use Drishti. But please understand that cataract will not get cured. It will not get, you may feel that it's getting delayed, but progression of cataract is something which we can't predict. So you can use these drops, but please don't forget to visit your doctor, because ultimately cataract needs a surgical treatment. Now, whenever we talk about cataract surgery, many of you must have undergone cataract surgery, and you must have experienced that it's not a very major surgery as compared to other surgeries which are done in various parts of body. So cataract surgery is usually a daycare surgery. It's a very high end microincision surgery. We make a very tiny cut inside the eye through which we implant a foldable lens, and your vision gets as good as a 20 years old. So it's a stitchless surgery and a very fast recovery time. So, usually a daycare surgery, you go to the hospital and in 4 or 5 hours you are free. And from very next day, you start seeing very clearly, though you have to take precautions for almost a month or more. And just to brief you, as I was telling, it's a daycare surgery. Usually you can go in for a cashless facility also, and only a 4 to 5 hours stay in the hospital that is required. And we have a lot of advanced technology. Now we talk about the robotic surgeries also, in which, you make small cuts with laser, and the surgical recovery is very high. Now, whenever we are implanting a lens inside the eye, the second question mostly the patients ask, that does the lens expire? Because lens has a small expiry date which is written on the box of the lens. But you have to understand that, like you have stents which are put inside the heart, or if you have a knee which has been transplanted. So same way, the knee transplants or the heart stents they don't expire. Same way, the lens which is once implanted the inside the eye does not expire, and it will stay with you for the entire lifetime. You put similar kind of lenses in newborns also, sometimes young individuals who develop cataract. So once the lens is replaced by an artificial lens, the artificial lens does not have any expiry. And we have a variety of lenses, I'm sure who have whosoever has undergone a cataract surgery, you must have gotten exposed that you can have a monofocal, like you have glasses which work for either distance or for near, or you have progressive, or sometimes you are using a bifocal which works both for distance and near. Similarly, whenever we are implanting a lens inside the eye, it can be both either a monofocal, which will work only for distance or for near, or it could be working for both distances. That means something like a multifocal lens. So whenever you are planning for surgery, you can discuss these options with your treating doctor or the surgeon, and then decide whatever is the best suitable option for you. And as I was mentioning, that we have what we call a robotic cataract surgery, or a laser assisted cataract surgery, which is again very fast and have a very fast recovery and a quick healing time. But very important to understand that, when I was getting trained, we used to have these white looking cataracts, and we used to tell patients that the cataract should become mature, हिंदी में जिसको पक जाना कहते हैं, कि cataract जब पक जाएगा then we will operate. But now what we want is cataract should be done at a stage when it is soft and it is an early cataract. Then the recovery is much faster, the results are very good, and we can easily do a micro incision surgery. So please don't wait till the time you almost lose your vision and the cataract becomes mature. So after you have heard about cataract, जिसको मैं बता रही थी कि सफेद मोतिया कहते हैं, the another important thing which patients confuse with is what we call kala motia. English में we call kala motia as glaucoma. Now kala motia and safed motia are similar to sound, but they are very different, because kala motia or glaucoma is something which is a blinding disease. ये आपको आपकी विजन को ले सकती है, and you may lose your vision and आपको अंधा कर सकती है. So this is something which is very important, and everybody who's above 50 years of age, and we should start actually at 40, and above 40 you should have one eye checkup with a doctor to know what is your eye pressure, how does the nerve look like, how does the retina look like. Because glaucoma or kala motia is a disease which affects your eye nerves. Eye nerves are basically the structure which conducts the signal from eye to the brain. So once the optic nerve head is affected, you can lose your vision, and it is irreversible. That means once you lose, you cannot get it back even if you start treatment. Now, what happens in glaucoma, like many of you may be having high blood pressure or what you call hypertension. So the way you have blood pressure, similarly you have something what we call eye pressures, मतलब आंखों का pressure. Blood pressure हमारी blood vessels का pressure होता है. Similarly you have pressure inside the eye, that is called eye pressure. Now what happens in glaucoma? The eye pressures increase, and once the eye pressures increase, they start damaging your optic nerve or the eye nerve, and then the vision starts to get affected. So glaucoma is something which is very important. Why? Because as you know that many a times when you have high blood pressure, आपको बीपी बहुत हाई भी होता है, और आपको you don't realize कि बीपी मेरा इतना high है. Once you go to the doctor will tell you your blood pressure is high, you need medication, and then you start treatment, maybe taking a small pill at night or once a day to keep your blood pressures under control. So very similarly, even if the eye pressures are high, there are no symptoms. So no way you are going to feel your eye pressures. Once they are high above 30 or they are very, very high, maybe then you will have slight amount of pain. But usually when the eye pressures increase, there are no symptoms. And gradually the high eye pressure starts to damage your nerve. So it is very important that, like you have diabetes, like you have high blood pressure, like you have thyroid, similarly you have to, if you have glaucoma, and if your doctor has told you that you have glaucoma, it is a lifelong disease, and you have to keep getting yourself checked, keep visiting your eye doctors, keep your eye pressures under control, and keep putting the drops. This is very, very important. And because glaucoma, as I was telling you, that glaucoma is an asymptomatic disease, koi sign symptoms nahi hote, and that is why this is one of the topic which I am really quite attached to, and we have been doing a lot of activities to create awareness about glaucoma in a normal population by doing activities like we did a glaucoma walk, and we do activities like that. And sometimes what happens, if you feel that you are changing your glasses very fast, maybe that after every 6 months you feel that the power has changed and you're not seeing very clearly. Now this is the time that you should consult your eye doctor with, because this could be a very early sign of glaucoma. अगर बहुत जल्दी जल्दी चश्मे चेंज हो रहे हैं, so please visit an eye doctor. Now, what happens in glaucoma? For example, normally you should see the entire field which is in front of you, but many times because of glaucoma, the size of field starts to get, it starts to shrink, and it appears as if you are seeing through a narrow tunnel. So at the end of the disease, your vision becomes very, it becomes like tunnel-like vision, and it is very difficult to do your normal activities. You can't walk properly, you keep bumping into things, you can't drive. So early detection of glaucoma so that we can pick up before it causes a vision like this is very, very important. And that is why I always insist anybody who's above 40 years of age, or if you have diabetes, or if you have glaucoma in your family, please go and get your eye pressure checked by the doctor. They will do a lot of testing, they look at the nerves, they look at your field, and that is how we pick up glaucoma and we start you on treatment. Now, again, I'm going back to the same thing that you have cataract, इसको काला मोतिया कहते हैं, सफेद मोतिया कहते हैं, then you have glaucoma, which is kala motia. So both the diseases sound similar, but cataract is curable. So once you operate cataract surgery, once we do cataract surgery, you're fully cured and your vision comes back to absolutely normal vision. But glaucoma, what happens? The nerve is damaged. So once the nerve is damaged, whatever we do, we can just preserve and prevent further damage. You cannot reverse and cannot cure whatever has been damaged. And again, very important to understand that it is a lifelong treatment. So once you have been diagnosed as glaucoma, please don't think that I am having no problems, my eyes are not red, I am seeing fine, there is no pain. Why should I put these expensive drops every day and I remember to put the drops? So please remember that drops are very important cure for glaucoma. जैसे blood pressure के लिए दवाई देते हैं खाने के लिए, so similarly we give eye drops to bring down your eye pressures. And once the eye pressures are lowered down, the glaucoma does not progress, and we can help you to preserve your eyes over the lifelong period. So it is very important. Now, very important thing which I would like to emphasize, this is with respect to any drop that you are putting. So whenever you are putting a drop, there is a very simple technique. Many times patients ask, how many drops should we put? Should we put one? Should we put two? And what should we do? So two, three important things which I want to highlight, that whenever you are putting any drop, whether it is an antibiotic, whether it is a tear substitute, please put one drop. So more than one drop, if you put, it trickles down the eye and it goes waste. So please, no point in putting more than one drop. So please put one drop of each medicine whenever you are giving a drop. Number one. Number two, whenever you put a drop, you can close your eyes for 2 minutes so that it stays in the eye sac and it can have good effect. Now, if you are using more than two drops, you should always give a gap of at least 5 minutes. So minimum 5 minutes gap between the two drops is very, very important. Now, another very important thing at your age, because many of you have, diabetes, many of you may be having high blood pressure, many of you may be having thyroid issues, or maybe something like Parkinson's. So these all, see, body is after all one. You can't, separate eye and you can say that, my eyes are red and the rest of the body is different. So whenever you are putting a drop inside the eye, what happens? It trickles down the nose and it gets absorbed into your blood. So please remember, after putting a drop, it is very important. You should sanitize your hand nowadays in COVID era, very important. So please sanitize your hands, put the drop, use your index finger like this, and press near the eye like this for at least 2 minutes. So this is very important, especially at your age. If you are given any medicine, you press it here for 2 minutes so that the eye drop does not come down into the nose, it does not get absorbed and will not create any side effects. So many times, your BP might fluctuate because of eye drops, your sugars might fluctuate because of eye drops, you may feel sleepy or you may feel drowsy because of the eye drops. So this is very important tip. So remember, one drop of each medicine, 5 minutes gap between the two drops, and please don't forget to use your index finger and press at the corner of the eye so that it doesn't get absorbed through the nose. This is the tip of the, for example, if you are using the eye drop like this, please do not touch the tip of the tip of the bottle so that it will leak. It's very important, and you don't have to use any pin or anything to open the bottle. Many times it has a small depression inside which will help you open the bottle, so you don't need to use any needle, it will get infected. As I start talking about glaucoma, so in case if you have glaucoma, or maybe if your brother or sister has glaucoma, it is very important that you should share this information in your family. Tell your kids, tell your siblings to get tested for glaucoma, because glaucoma is something which runs in families. And remember that it can take away your vision and make you blind. So very important to understand that glaucoma is an important disease which should be kept in mind. Now, again, small important tips in case if you have glaucoma. So normally we talk about that drinking water is very, very healthy, and many times, especially in Indian continent, we talk about that bowel movements become very good if you drink a lot of water in the morning, empty stomach. But remember, if you have glaucoma or if you are a glaucoma suspect, avoid drinking lot of water empty stomach, because एकदम से आप पानी पीते हैं तो it gets absorbed and it can increase your eye pressures. So if you have been diagnosed with glaucoma, avoid drinking lot of water empty stomach. And also you should avoid any kind of exercises, like exercise yogasanas are otherwise very good, but if you have glaucoma, something like Shirshasana, I'm sure at your age you will not be venturing into Shirshasana, but avoid exercises like the Shirshasana or Kapalbhati. These are not very good for glaucoma patients. And again, steroids is something which is very important, and many times we don't realize that you are using a skin cream, maybe for some skin disease or some skin allergy, which contains steroids, or maybe if you are taking inhalers for very, very long time, which have steroids. Now, these can also affect your eye pressure. So, if you are taking any medicines and you're visiting your eye doctor, you should always mention them about them that, I am taking these medicines. Do they have any effect on the eyes or not? So as I've told you that, glaucoma is something which is asymptomatic and it is not curable. You can control it with the help of drops. And whenever we talk about cataract, cataract can be completely cured by surgery. So there is a difference, and you should know what each problem brings with it. Now, at your age, as I was telling in the beginning, that what happens with aging, you start developing wrinkles, you start having graying of hairs, the lens starts to haze. Similarly, what you start developing is that many a time patients come back that they say that you're seeing something like a cobweb or something like a mosquito which is there in front of the eyes, and they try to move it, only something like a suddenly something like a flock of hair or something like a cobweb, मकड़ी के जाले की तरह कुछ दिख रहा है, काले काले मच्छरों की तरह कुछ दिख रहा है. So I would like to again, assure you that floaters is something which lot of people see. So almost I would say 50% of normal will also see some kind of floaters. But in case if you suddenly develop a floater, that suddenly you're sitting and you start seeing a big floater in front of the eye. So if the floaters are sudden onset and they are big, and along with floaters, if you see flashes. Now, flashes means something like, you have Fuljhadi in Diwali. So, the light of Fuljhadi, or when it rains, there's lightning. So, if you feel that, if you're sitting in dark room and suddenly you see a spark of light coming from somewhere. So, these are the two conditions that you have to definitely see your retina specialist. Suddenly, if you see flash of light, which means lightning, बिजली की तरह चमक रहा है जब कमरे में कोई light नहीं है, room is pitch dark and suddenly you see a sparkle of light. That is a very important sign. And suddenly, if you see big floaters which are floating in front of the eyes, now this is the time that you must visit your retina specialist or your eye doctor and consultation. उस समय रेटिना में कोई प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है. Otherwise, the floaters are normal small floating is something, what we call is not a very good disease to have. And frankly speaking, we don't have a lot of promising treatment for this disease. If we can pick it up at very early stage, we can still treat it with a lot of injections. We give injections inside the eye. But to prevent this, what we can do, we can eat a lot of green vegetables. You protect your eyes from ultraviolet radiation, and you keep getting a regular check, maybe once a year after you hit 50 years of age. So this is how we can prevent these age-related macular degeneration. But once the disease has set in, it does not have a very good outcome, and you may have little compromised vision for the entire lifetime. So now, most of you, I think not most of you, I hope you all stay very healthy, but a lot of you may be having diseases like diabetes, hypertension, arthritis, thyroid, Parkinson's. Now, as I was mentioning that, we should not forget that eyes are separate from the rest of the body, and we should always remember that if there is a chronic disease which is affecting your body, if you have diabetes, if you have high blood pressure, now these things can also impact your eye. So it is very important, and I'm sure all your physicians must be telling you if you're a diabetic that you must get your eye checkup done once in a year. So please remember, in case if you have any of these systemic disorders, once in a year eye checkup is very important. Because what happens if you leave your diabetes untreated, if you leave your hypertension untreated, you can have blood spots in the retina, you can have swelling in the retina, and your vision can get affected. So it is very important. Please don't forget, if you're a diabetic, if you're a hypertensive, please visit your eye doctor regularly so that we can pick up early changes and do a timely treatment and preserve your vision till the very end. Now, again, I think this is something which is very important from COVID perspective now, because of COVID, which is there for almost 9 months now. There has been sudden explosion in the screen time in everybody's life. See, we are having Zoom meetings now. You are looking at your phone. So whatever you do, if you and it is across all ages. So initially, I used to get a lot of parents used to be complaining that my kids are doing a lot of screen, they are looking at phone, they are looking at the laptop for long hours. And I mean, sometimes I really laugh. Now people come and they tell, the youngsters, they'll come, especially if you are doing a cataract surgery, they'll come and tell me, ma'am, my father does, throughout the day he's on WhatsApp, throughout the day he's on phone. So tell them that, they should do less of TV and phone. So I always laugh and tell them, that we have restrictions on our kids and youngsters. Let them do whatever they wish to do. So please don't impose any restrictions. Don't do anything. Don't say that please don't do this, please don't do that. But after having said that, there has been a lot of screen and when we talk about especially, I'm sure you may be having a lot of grandchildren at home who are doing a lot of online classes, then visiting these social sites of Netflix and Amazon. So the time that we were spending outdoors have kind of converted into all these activities which are related to screen time. So we have almost 8 to 9 hours of screen time every day now. So what happens whenever we are looking at screen, for example, and screen means not only laptop, or it doesn't mean only television, even a smartphone is a screen. So whenever we are looking at screen, what happens? Normally we blink almost 16 to 20 times in a minute. Now, when we are staring at the screen, the blink rate goes down. And when we are staring at the screen, so tear film starts to evaporate, and that is the time we start having dry eyes. So what happens because of reduced blinking? The tear film starts to get evaporated, and you start to have develop dry eye. And also when you're staring at the screen, the pixels of screen change very rapidly, and that is to continuously you need to focus to see clearly, and that is why you develop this muscle strain. So what can happen because of long hours of screen? You can have headache, you can have, difficulty in focusing, and then you can have, blurry vision. You can have watery eyes, you can have red eyes, you can have headaches. So a lot of problems can happen because of screen. And I was mentioning that screen does not only mean laptop or television. Even smartphones are, something which have become a big problem for eyes nowadays. So please, whenever you are looking at your phone or looking at something, your laptop or even tab, please remember that blinking is very, very important. Please don't keep staring, and you should blink. So most important tip for screen time is that remember to blink. Now, secondly, we keep talking about, no preservatives, no preservatives. So there are a lot of preservative-free eye drops available. And it's not a bad idea that, you see in at this age, your kids may be sending lot of good antioxidant supplements. Patients do come and tell me, कि मेरे बेटे ने ये US से भेजा है and this is an antioxidant, should I take? So that we don't hesitate from taking these supplements. So please don't hesitate from putting a preservative free eye drop. There are a lot of them available in the market, because these will help you to fight the dry eyes and make you feel very comfortable. They make you feel very hydrated and gentle, and you feel refreshed after putting the drops. So as a doctor also, I also put drop once or twice a day, and it makes me feel very good. So this is something that I would recommend. Now again, small tips for computer users, that please take care that you're not sitting in a very dark room and looking at your phone or looking at your tab. It should have a background illumination which should be comparable to the screen, so not very bright light in the vicinity, which is very important. Again, at your age, it is very important that you choose a proper screen size and a proper font size. So please, if you can have access to a bigger screen, or maybe a bigger phone which has a bigger screen, that is very good for the eyes, then you can increase the font size and it's more comforting for the eyes. And again, choose a white and a black background. So if you choose something like this, which is multiple colors, some blue fonts, yellow fonts, they are not very good for the eyes. Choose a white background with black fonts, that is most comforting for the eyes. Now again, it's winter setting in, so not, the now the air conditioners are off and we have blowers. Now the blowers can lead to a lot of dryness. They can increase the dryness. So if you have heaters on, or if you are in down south, I don't know how hot it is. If you need air conditioning, just remember that you are not sitting in the vent or your eyes very, very dry. So please work along with the air conditioning on. So very important,
Hello.
Ma'am, your voice is not
at
clear.
your
Hello.
age, you should not be landing up
There's a
panicking.
breakage.
So please, what happens at,
Video problem.
Dr. Soni?
is it better?
Freeze
Yeah.
हो गया.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Your voice is breaking a
Can you
little.
hear me?
Yeah.
Can
We can
you
hear
hear
you.
me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I think
You
workstation is
if
very
you could
important.
come closer to the mic.
Okay,
That might help.
I'll do that. I'll do that. So what happens whenever we are working at screen, we are looking at phone or we are looking at the laptop, you always think that, we'll just spend 10 minutes and then we will get away with our daily routine and we'll do some other work. But, time really flies. So it is very important whenever you are starting to work on laptop or maybe your phone, please take care of your posture, sit in a comfortable position. Don't strain your neck, don't strain your back, take care of your elbows. So everything is very important, so that general, especially when you have long hours of screen time. Again, as I mentioned, that background illumination is very important, posture is very important. Keep your eyes nicely lubricated. And now, some briefly, I would like to very easy to remember. We are in year 20 COVID, but this is something which can help us to remember the eye exercises also. So after 20 minutes of maybe you're looking at phone or you're looking at your laptop, take a break. So remember 20-20-20. So after 20 minutes of screen time, take a break for 20 seconds and look at something which is 20 feet apart. Now, this is very relaxing for the eyes and it can replenish your tear film. It can, make you feel little better. So
Hello,
this
doctor.
is something
Hello,
which is
doctor.
very
My
important. So
eyesight
remember
present
the
16.
rule
So
of
it's not. May I have cataract
20.
surgery?
You rotate your eyes clockwise and anti-clockwise.
Ma'am, your internet is not stable. I think it's the voice is breaking again.
And a very simple
And
exercise
nothing she
which
can
I
do
would
about it.
normally
Nothing
like
she
to
can
do
do
it
about
up. So something what we call pencil push.
I think chargings are there.
Hello, may I? I'm Chandrawala Kapadia, 90 years old.
I
My
can see very clearly and
Ma'am, we will take the questions
is
once
it
Dr. Parul
okay?
finishes
Shall I
her
continue?
presentation.
Excuse me, doctor, I want your telephone number and address.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am, we can you can talk to the doctor once she finishes her presentation.
No, we will share the telephone number with the chapter heads and they can keep it on.
We will share that contact number and the address of Dr. Soni.
Yeah, Madiha,
Yes, ma'am.
is it better now?
Yes, ma'am, it's better.
Okay, so all right. So I was talking about the eye exercise. Now it is, what you can do is it's a very simple exercise. You can hold pen like this at arm's length like this. You can focus on the tip of the pen, eyes, hold it there for around 20 seconds, and then you can take it back, bring back again, hold it for 20 seconds, then take it back. So these simple exercises are very helpful for eye muscles, especially was 20-20-20. After 20 minutes, take
Madam, would you please repeat?
seconds and look at something.
Audio is not clear.
Please repeat the exercise. We have not heard.
Yes.
Hello, is it okay? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
So the first exercise after 20 minutes of screen time, take a break for 20 seconds का break लिया, दूर में देखें. That is number one. Now, number two is you can do eye rotation, which is clockwise and anti-clockwise, count of 20. Both sides आप कर लीजिए. ठीक है. Number three, which is, and then you can keep it over the eyes. But please remember that you wash your hands before you start doing eye exercises, especially because of the COVID thing, which is very important. A pen को पकड़ा ऐसे, and then you get them close to the eyes. Focus on the tip of the pen. Count till 20, then take it back. फिर लेके आए, फिर इसको पास में रखा, इसके focus किया, count till 20 and take it back. So these are simple exercises which are very helpful. Now again, very important, whenever you are going to bed, please switch off your phone and keep it away. So at least half an hour to 1 hour break before you sleep. You should keep your electronic devices away because otherwise they can disrupt your sleep pattern a lot of times, a lot of patients do complain we don't idea to keep your electronic devices at least an hour away before you are going to bed. Now, lastly, I would like to talk about the healthy diet. And I think, we have been listening from our parents that this is what is important. And I think all people of your age are very focused on what you eat. So I don't think I have anything new to tell, but just to revise or maybe mention it again, that very important to have good amount of fruits, vegetables, nuts and eggs. You can have a lot of greens which are good for the retina, for your general health. You can have a lot of vegetables which are red and green in color, the tomatoes, the carrots, papaya, pumpkin. And if you are a non-vegetarian, fish and meat products are very good in vitamin A and have a lot of nutrients which are good for eyes. But as I was mentioning, that what happens with increasing age, your appetite also goes down. And you can't consume a lot of vegetables or a lot of, in a big proportion, which will provide you with adequate vitamins or nutrients. So it's always a good idea that you can pop a pill which will give you good amount of vitamins. So please, vegetables or fruits, you can take a supplement, and there are a lot many supplements available in market. You can consult your doctor and consume these supplements.
Hello, the voice is not clear. You can stop the program. I don't think there is any point in.
Sir, I can ask everybody to please disable your videos. Maybe then the voice will be clear. So please disable your videos.
Clear for me.
Dr. Soni,
Yes, sir.
voice is very clear to me. Please continue.
Absolutely clear.
Yeah, voice is very clear to me. You continue.
Please continue.
I'm just
Voice is very clear. I am from Chennai, Padmanabhan speaking.
So I think I would
Yes,
like
madam,
to end
continue.
the slide that I mean you all have been taking care of your health, and please, it's time to take care of your eyes also. So please go in for regular checkups. Please visit your eye doctor, and you don't have to get old at heart. And I think I would always wish to have all of you playing and happy and healthy. And at the end, I would like to also say one thing, that it will change somebody else's life by donating our eyes. So it's always a good idea to pledge our eyes. And what we need to do is simply fill a form. That's it. Thank you so much.
The most important part is to donate your eyes. I most sincerely appeal to all of you to please do that.
Would love to do that. What is the procedure for eye donation, please?
I will, this is Vijay Pava. I will get back to you with details. Madiha, there is a website available where you can do this online. Parul, would you have that information available?
Yes, sir. So you can fill a form, but most important thing is that your family has to, even if you pledge or you don't pledge, your family has to inform, I mean, at the right time to the right authorities. And
they have to be supportive.
Correct. That is most important. Even if I donate, I have filled a form, but if they don't inform in time, then it goes waste. So most important.
Okay, understand.
Madiha, we will prepare a write-up and we will share it with all the participants, all the chapters, as to how to go about donating the eyes and what are the things like what Dr. Soni is saying, the family's concurrence, the immediate response. Parul, if you have a ready-made note, please send it to me or Madiha. If you don't, request you to prepare one and send it.
Hello, doctor.
Appreciate it.
I want to know how to take the eyes regular. Please repeat, doctor. Please, once again.
Ma'am, your question is not very clear.
take care of eyes. What are the what are the steps we have to take? Take care of the eyes every day. Please repeat, madam. On that time, the audio is not good. That's why.
I will take the questions one by one. Please, could you please wait, ma'am?
Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
My name is Sharda Mani.
Okay, okay. We'll take the questions, ma'am. Just a second.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Hello.
Hello.
This is N.K. Agarwal. I have posted 2 questions for Sony and Dr. Sony on our private this thing. So can you please take care of those and respond to that? N.K. Agarwal.
Okay, madam. Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello,
doctor. I'm Santanam from Chennai.
I would like to request everybody to please wait. Please wait for some time. Dr. Sony will start the Q&A and then you can ask your questions one by one. We'll be giving you a chance. So please wait. And also, I would like to request everybody to mute themselves. Please.
Madiha, you can begin with the first question. Please address it to Dr. Sony.
Dr. Sony, are you there?
Hello. बस ये लोग तो
interconnect.
I would request all our participants to please mute themselves.
म्यूट माना बंद, अनम्यूट माना चालू.
Dr. Sony is trying to connect. She'll just take 5 minutes. I would like to request everybody to please wait.
Yeah, Madiha.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, we have a lot of questions coming up now.
And please go ahead, fire the questions.
Yes, ma'am. So, I think there are a few in the chat box also. So there is this question that what is the reason of blurry eyesight? Suddenly it happens and after some time it becomes normal.
Unmute yourself.
Ma'am, could you please unmute yourself?
So transient episodes of blurring of vision can happen because of dryness also. So many times you have dry eyes and suddenly, you know, the eyes become very dry, the vision gets blurry. So if you have blurry vision which stays for some time and then, you know, with repeated blinking it get better, it means that you may be having dry eyes. It's a good idea that you put some lubricating drops, do some hot compresses. Now hot compresses is something, as some madam was asking, that what can we do for your health of the eyes. Hot compress is something which is very beneficial. So if you have a little bit of dry eyes, do hot compresses, and the easiest way to do hot compress, take a clean towel, heat it in warm water and then squeeze it and keep it over the eye. So that's very, very helpful for dry eyes and for transient blurry vision also.
Thank you, ma'am. So there's another question from somebody that the white sticky material from the eyes that comes, is it harmful?
See, if it is small in amount, it's not harmful. But if you are getting up with matted eyes, so if you are not able to open the eyes and the lids are stuck together, that means there is some kind of infection. So there are two possibilities of excessive white discharge. Number one is a kind of infection. Number two, it could happen in severe dry eyes. So if you have lot of stickiness and lot of white muck, you must see your eye doctor.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Another question. After cataract operation, I'm not able to open my eyes in bright sunlight. Will it improve?
So see, if it is a week or maybe 10 days after cataract surgery, this can happen. But because, you know, if you have very advanced cataract, your eyes are getting very less light. And suddenly when we remove the cataract and replace it with the artificial lens, lot of light suddenly starts entering inside the eye and patients complain that बहुत glare लग रही है, बहुत brightness लग रही है. It settles down over a period of 4 to 6 weeks. And if it is not settling down, then you may talk to your doctor. Usually it settles down within 4 to 6 weeks.
Ma'am, may I ask the question?
Yes, ma'am.
I am Chandrabala Kapadia from Bombay. I'm 90 years old. Doctor has told me that your eye muscles are weak. So what can I do to brighten my sight?
Ma'am said at 90 years of age, I'm saying, there's not too many things that we can do to help you. But as I told you that you can do some eye exercises, eye rotation, do hot compresses, do pencil push-up exercise, and this is good enough at your
Please
age.
suggest some eye drops.
Ma'am, there are a lot of eye drops available in market. Maybe in consultation with your doctor, you can ask for some. And to name some, I can name, though I don't like to. You can have something like Refresh Tears, Eye Mist, Tears Natural, anything which is preservative free is good enough.
Madam, my cataract is not ripe as yet. Still, can I have cataract surgery? It is not ripe yet.
That is
no,
I said that cataract ripening is something we should not wait for. You should not wait for cataract ripening. You have to get your surgery done before it is fully ripe. So nowadays we don't want that you should be waiting. You should get it done. The results are much better if we do it. It's not ripe. So there is a question in the chat box that.
Please type the questions in the chat box. It would be easier for ma'am to address the
blepharitis, the lid start. So there is a question from Mr. Shiva Kumar in the chat box that what is blepharitis? So blepharitis means the lid margin starts to get infected, and the best way to take care of your lid margins is to clean them regularly with any baby shampoo. Baby shampoos are usually no tear shampoos. So if you take baby shampoo, dilute them and clean your eye margins regularly, your blepharitis can get correction. Can we do hot compresses? No. After surgery, you should avoid hot compresses for at least 4 to 6 weeks. And once the drops have stopped, then you can do hot compresses. And there is another question that which eye drops can be put. Okay, so as I was mentioning that you can use the preservative-free lubricating drops. So please, whenever you are buying any lubricating drops or any artificial tears, please reconfirm that they are preservative free, and then you can use them regularly. Regularly means you can use them once a day or twice a day. Now, one very important that they put the drop before they are sleeping. So believe me, if you're putting the drop before you are going to bed, it is going waste. You have to put the drop when you're starting your work, you're starting your day. So whenever you are starting to watch television, maybe look at your phone, or maybe sit in front of the computer, that is the time that your eye needs a nutrient. So that is the time you should put a lubricating drop. Please, no point in putting a drop before bed, because then it will go waste. Anyways, when you're going to sleep, the eyes are going to rest. So put it during the daytime.
Hi, ma'am. Any relationship between the cataract and the eye pressure, with glaucoma pressure? Hi, ma'am.
No. So sometimes, we have patients who have both cataract and eye pressure also. They are different diseases, and we can tackle them together also, and we can tackle them separately also. So both things can be there together. You can have cataract and you can have glaucoma. You can have cataract surgery and you can have glaucoma. So don't need to worry about it. They can be there together. Now,
Doctor,
how often can we use hair color after surgery? So after 4 to 6 weeks of cataract surgery, you can color your hair. Not
Hello,
before.
doctor. After the cataract surgery, pressure may be improved. Pressure may reduce after the cataract surgery.
It usually maybe 1 to 2 millimeters. It can reduce. Yes, not much.
Madam, is there any correlation between normal blood pressure and eye pressure? Hello, I'm Santanam from Chennai.
There is no direct correlation between. So there is no direct correlation between the blood pressure and the eye pressure, but there are a lot of diseases which can happen in the eye because of high blood pressure. So if you have high blood pressure, there are chances that you can develop some bleed in the retina, or you can develop some swelling in the retina. So keeping blood pressure is very important.
I would like to request everyone to please let Dr. Soni answer the question first and then ask your question.
Hello, doctor.
That box that I see some zigzag.
Hello, doctor. I'm having glaucoma as well as cataract.
In the
Hello, doctor.
That is what I was talking about.
Yes, I'm Triveni Vasavan.
See some floaters now. I think that are very important. Things with respect to floaters now.
Dr. Soni, I think if you could switch off your video and maybe then your bandwidth would be better.
Doctor, when you get cataract, is it necessary you get on both the eyes or one eye is there? Then you may not even notice that actually.
Hello.
Can I speak?
Yes, Dr. Parul Soni will answer the question. Please wait, sir.
Yes, sir. Can you repeat your question?
I am Santanam from Chennai. If you get a cataract, is it that both eyes are normally you get cataract or one eye gets, you may not even notice the defect. Is it okay?
Sir, you can develop cataract in one eye, or you can develop it in both eyes also simultaneously. But many times it may go unnoticed, So if you have one eye vision which is very clear, the other eye you may miss. That is why I said that at your age,
71.
Eye checkup is something help up cataract.
Voice is breaking.
So we are moving towards the end of the session, and I think Dr. Parul Soni cannot answer all the questions. We'll need another session, an entire session for all the questions to be answered. So I think
Madiha, alternately, the questions can be sent to the chapter heads, and they can get in touch with Madiha with the respective questions and share them over WhatsApp perhaps, and then those can be passed on to Dr. Parul Soni. Thank you so much.
So I'd like to thank Dr. Soni for. Yes,
Sure.
ma'am. Yes,
There's
ma'am.
only one question. I'm postponing cataract operation for 1 year because of due to corona. I'm using one eye drop. Shall I continue? Because I cannot go and consult the doctor. Systane Ultra. Is it okay?
Ma'am, I would suggest if you can continue the Systane Ultra drops, but there is no point in postponing the cataract surgery till the corona gets better, because corona is going to be there and doctors are taking all the precautions. So if your cataract is not mature or not ripe enough, you can, I would suggest before you decide that you are not postponing your cataract surgery, visit your doctor first.
Because I have glaucoma suspect also.
No, madam, please, one question, madam.
Okay, so I'm sorry, we cannot take any more questions now. You can send the questions to the coordinators, and they will send it to the chapter heads, and we can definitely get back to you.
I already asked this question because you told me last we will tell you. That's why I am asking again. Only one simple question: regular checkup. Note what is the what is the general? How many for the take care of the? I cannot explain. What are the points we have to take care for the eyes? Common eye. How many steps you have to take care for the eyes? Because on that time the audio is not available for me.
Dr. Soni, if you could answer this last question, and then we will wrap up the session.
I will I will. So number one, a regular eye checkup is most important because a lot of eye diseases cannot be picked up on your own. So yearly eye checkup above 60 years of age is must, number one. More so if you have diabetes, hypertension, or any other problems. Number two, do some eye exercises. Number three, take care of your eating habits. Include the nutrients which are important for your eyes. In case if you are not able to take enough of fruits or vegetables, take a supplement. And number three, if you have been given your glasses, please wear your glasses regularly. And lastly, do not hesitate to put a lubricating drop to keep your eyes nicely lubricated. These are
Ma'am,
small important things that you should be doing.
Ma'am, how many times?
Once to twice, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Dr.
you,
Soni.
thank you, doctor.
And
Thank you.
yes, if anybody has any more questions, they can speak to their coordinators. So we would like to end this session here. And I'd like to thank Dr. Soni for giving her time. And also, I think all of us have learned a lot today. And I'm sure we have a lot of questions also. But surely we can have another session so that all
Thank
the
you, Dr.
questions
Soni. Thank you so much.
are answered. So thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, doctor.
It was
Very
pleasure.
useful.
Nice.
Very good evening to everybody.
Very good
so much.
session.
Thank you,
Very good
Dr.
session.
Soni.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Thank you, Dr. Soni.
Very,
Very good
very
session.
very useful classes.
Very useful classes.
Very useful, madam. Thank you very much.
Very nice one. Very
Thank
useful.
you. Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you.
We have benefited lot by your session, doctor. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.